Alright guys, Chris and Troy installing the middle LED light right here. There's some brackets on the grill that you're going to have to adjust. You're going to get a pair of pliers, kind of bend them out to fit this light. It's a pre-made bracket on there, so all you do is bolt it on. You just might have to bend the brackets out just a little bit to get it in there. While they're installing the lights here, what we're going to do is run the wire on top here. I'm going to put it in between the hood and the insulation right here. As you can see, the bass caddy is making adjustments on the right side LED light. Getting them in.
Hand tied.
As Chris saying, he's going to do a hand tight on all three of them, and we're going to adjust the lights, the ridges. All right, we're putting the last one in.
Bend those out any?
Nope. Alright guys, we're going to mount the D2 series rigid LED lights. We took the factory LED lights out. Now we're going to install it here. What we did is took the hard case out, remove this out here. We're going to drill right here. We're using a big old screw right there. And we're going to go right there. Water out just a little bit. There you go. So now you want to do is put the bracket on the LED right here first. What's cool about it, all you do is put your bolts right there, your nuts, and it automatically kind of locks it when you put your screw in there. You can see right there holds that nut. All you do is tighten it down. See our screw right here, our screw hole. Now you want to put your wire in. Do that in, I guess, first. The bolt in first between your bracket. Alright, here's what we got. This Troy tightened everything up. It's pretty sweet. See the button?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, as you can see, what we did is run from the right front fog lamp, and we ran down in here into this little keeper here, and we crunched it all together and zip tied it, and then it runs across, and it's, you know, it's not going to go either way, and it'll run about over to this fog lamp. And then we ran it up through the inside up in here. You can kind of see. Then it comes back over here into another bunch. And we ran it pretty much all together here so we can see the little relays and then we got it zip tied together, and then you can see we actually ran it underneath the hood, the insulation, all the way to the front light. So it's kind of nice and neat and kept up and out of place. So, because the one thing we didn't want to do is we didn't want to have a bunch of wires and everything hanging all over the place. So we tried to bundle it all together and kind of have it nice and neat. So if we ever have any troubleshooting purposes, it's all right here and easy to get to. All right, we wanted to show you just some of the tools that we used to do the install on the grill. We had a ratchet with a 10mm socket. I mean, that was pretty much everything was 10mm.
Yep.
And then we had a wrench, you know, to help us with some of it, because you had, you know, to hold the bolt into the and the nut. And then the second thing that we did is we used a jigsaw and
we used a fine blade.
Yeah, we used the fine blade because when you're cutting through there, you don't want it to be jerking and real jagged. So we used a fine blade on it. Then once we got it off, then we used just a regular drill bit. And what we did is we looked at the bolts and just went just a hair bigger, so it went through pretty easily. Yeah. And then just a flat screwdriver, and we use the flat screwdriver to help take the grill off, because it's got some little inserts and little tabs that go inside to hold it on. We just did we pried it open a little bit with the flat screwdriver, and then the Phillips, because we had some Phillips heads.
We're also going to need a flashlight.
Yeah, because once we got up underneath here, you know, it's kind of hard to see it. It was easy to take the existing fog lights off, but putting the other ones in, we actually took the whole insert out. And then Jason and Troy actually fabbed it up and put the light in there, and then all I had to do was just reattach the screws and then wire it up. And the last thing we did is we use these little tap splices. What the tap splices do is we use these to attach to the existing wire, so we didn't cut any of the wires. So if we want to change and put the lights back in, we can easily do that, and we haven't damaged any wires. So these little tap splices were pretty cool to help us with that.
With all the wiring we had to connect, we used the big yellow connections right here.
Yeah, because we had to put three wires into one. We just because we attached everything together. So all the wires and all the reds and all the blacks, everything goes together on this front grill. So when he pulls the fog lamp in the truck, everything comes on. And then you know, one of the things that we pride ourselves with is when we do an install on a boat or a truck or anything like that, we use a lot of zip ties and electrical wire, and then sometimes we'll use rod socks to kind of hide the wires and keep it all clean, because we don't want people to see all the wires. We don't see a bunch of red and black in there. So
pretty much special detail.
Yeah. I mean, that's just something that we do when we do an install. Is we want it to not only be functional, we want it to look good. You know. All
right, guys. While the Bass Caddy and Troy, the Gopher, were finishing up the front, I did the back here. I installed the dual D2s back in the rear here, right here. I hooked up to my reverse lights. Well, why I hooked them up on the back is, as you can see, I got a Lear top, and it's real hard to back the truck up, especially for a coal angler. What this will do is flood the lights out more, where the coal angler can see what's going on when they're backing up in the nighttime. Well, we're going to check out the front here in a second, so let's take a look.
Alright guys, we just got done installing the Rigid Industries LED lights on Jason's truck. Right here, as you can see, the grill package that we put in first. And a couple takeaways from this: it's not that hard.
No, it's not.
When we took it out of the box, we went, oh no. And we knew we had to get a jigsaw, which made it a little stressful, but after we studied it, and you know, it was three of us, Troy and Jason and myself. You know, once the three of us got together, we figured out this is where we need to be, and it really wasn't that bad. But when you put it together, make sure and start on the ends, okay? So you want to put the bolts in here, that way you can hold it and mold it, because when it comes in the mail, it's kind of flat, and so you got to bend it just a little bit. So make sure and do the ends, and then kind of work your way to the middle. That's how we did it. And once we got done with those, then we put in, what did we put down there, Jason?
The dual D2 driving lights.
Okay, so we replaced the fog lights with the D2s, and so now we have the whole front system hooked up here. And what we did was we ran this through the fog lights in his truck.
Exactly right.
So all he's got to do is, when he wants to turn all this on, is just turn the fog lights on.
Right.
So
this is a 6-inch, a 10-inch, and then a 6 right here in the grill.
And this all came in a package.
Came in the package.
All right. So we want to thank Rigid Industries, LED Lighting, and say thanks for all the help that you gave us for tech tips and stuff like that about installation. And they told us that it wouldn't be that hard, and it really wasn't. So
that pretty much completes my Rigid Industry LED light on my F-150 truck. Man, check out their Facebook page and check out their website for more information about the LED light.